All right, Alexis, here's our 15-minute plan. 1 minute each, max effort. I'm gonna wait for the clock here. We're gonna start with high bar on the cable machine. Squat row. Squat, pull, depth, and a pull. Go for deep. Don't leave that squat short. The squat part's easy because the weight's counterbalancing you. And then on the row, powerful and ideally high. Not rowing too low. Kind of want to row about chin high if you can. Nice steady pace. It's a good way to start full body. Get the blood flowing. Not super hard, but creeps up on you. Okay. Next we're going low rope, modest weight for a hip thrust. Good stretch, hip thrust. Good stretch, hip thrust. Should be all hamstrings and glutes. If you feel your back, you're rounding too much, keep that back straight. What's next? Next is gonna be band pull-ups. Stretch, good stretch, good stretch. Pull. Ideally, a little bit of bend in the knee, nothing crazy. Couple more reps. And we're good. Band assisted pull-ups. First, you're in the thing, as many as you got. As many as you can. If you need to change your grip to get a few more, go for it. And then when you finally fail on the band, you don't have any more, just go ahead and do pulls. Finish off that minute with your back being engaged. Big pull. Okay, and we get our bar. We're using the bar, doing alternating single leg deadlifts or floor taps. It's a good hamstring stretch, a good glute burner. And I love it because we get a little bit of balance going too with the alternating legs. Good chance to catch your breath after those pull-ups. Take that back leg way high. Beautiful stretch on the back. All right, we're gonna stick with the bar. Overhead lunges. Doesn't matter if you do forward lunges like this, or if you want to do a reverse lunges, or you can hit a little bit of both. This is the last hard one before we get a little bit of a breather. So these first 5 are pretty brutal full bodies. These next 5 are a good chance to kind of catch your breath, reset a little bit, a little more core. bar. All right, we're on the floor. Starting easy, belly's tight, bird dogs. Just trying to get your foot and your hand as far away from each other. That's the goal, that reach. The balance happens with that reach. If you're just trying to get your knee off the floor and your arm off the floor, it doesn't quite cut it. Separation. Staying long. Again, synchronize your breathing to each rep. Count the clock. All right, we're on to bridges. I prefer, if we can, elevated, and even more than that, add the bar. So feet are up, bars on hips, tall bridges. Really pushing high. Hips off the ground as high as possible. We don't just stop at parallel on these. Go beyond. If that weight is a little much with the bar, just hold that sucker. It's a good way to keep the upper part of the core engaged while we're doing our hips. Okay, and then strictly core planks. Just hanging out and holding. Catch your breath. Clock's moving a little slower than I'd like it to right now. There we go. All right, back to the cable machine. Low rope. We're just doing bicep curls. Pick a weight that's challenging. You're over halfway done. Flying. Other cable, the bar, tricep push downs. All right, we're getting our second wind here. Getting ready to attack the last five. The last five, a little more full bodied again, getting well rounded. It's gonna be a little more challenging. Let's knock out these triceps, piece of cake. Boom. 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 If you fail before that minute's up, just drop that weight, 1 or 2. Keep on going. We're gonna get through the whole minute on all these. All right. We're back to the band. We're gonna sit, long sitting. Floor, feet straight out. Keep your core engaged. This is just as much core as it arms. We're back to the lat pulls. Feel free to play around with angles. You can do some wide ones. You can do some narrow ones in front of your face. Stay tall with your posture. Don't let that posture kick in. Don't let your knees bend too much. It's as much low back strengthening as anything. After this, we're going to the parallel bars. Okay. Parallel bars for knee raises. This one you might want to do in maybe groups of 3 or 4. So do your 4. Take just a second off. Another 4. Get those knees to your face. All right, parallel bars again, push-ups coming from the corners. This should be able to be nice and steady the whole way. Don't take pauses, don't take rests. Steady set all the way through. We're almost done. Keep your breath under you. Don't get too out of control with your breathing or your form. Almost there. Okay, 2 more. Dumbbells. Get some 5s or get some 8s. We're gonna go full range of motion on these. We're not just stopping at 90. All the way to the top. Control the down. Control, control, control. Once you fail, get a couple options. Either keep the same weight in your hand and go to 90 degrees, or drop the weight to the next dumbbell down, continue with full range. No wrong answer. Let's keep moving. Almost there. All right, we're on our last minute. Plyometrics, get in the bar, behind your back, squat jumps. When you fail with the bar, you're gonna continue with just body weight. Good workout.